Hello, this is Bonsai, or known as XL, and way back I was able to pull the Methus, but not on the first day. I got it like on the third day or something like that. But I was having a very hard time trying to get this mobile suit, figured out. I was trying to figure out ways and tactics to use this mobile suit, and you have to use it in specific scenarios. Now, I've used this mobile suit so many times in wrong moments, like they see you coming. But what I love about the mobile suit is the transform mode. Um, how can I tell you this? It's got the most busted transform mode out of all the mobile suits. The most busted. So busted to the point that I'm starting to realize that it's basically good. It's really good in every criteria. And when I mean every criteria, you literally fly around the whole map for a whole minute straight in fighter mode. And you literally go in there like Star Fox mode, you know what I mean? Like straight out freaking fighter mode. Now, in the anime, I know the Methus was used by a pilot, and she was pretty alright. I don't know. I forgot her name, but in the anime she wasn't so good. She kept on doing things. But if Camille or Jared, someone like that, had his hands on this mobile suit, they would have wreaked havoc with this mobile suit. Now, goddamn, man. It's like you're a flying fortress in certain moments. I swear to God, you are literally getting shot so much, but it takes a lot, and I mean a lot of good aiming to take this thing and stagger it. Now, it's good if you're trying to go in really specific scenarios, good combat moments. And this specific game mode that I'm doing right now is a really bad one, but I've had a lot of really good games with this. I've seen people get first place with this. I've seen people get really good games with this mobile suit. The reason why a lot of people are able to get good games like me is because we basically take advantage of the broken flight mode. And the broken flight mode is pretty damn awesome. I love it. It's pretty damn solid. That's what it really needed. But everything about this mobile suit is goddamn whippersnapper, man. And when I mean whippersnapper, you just come in guns blazing with this. You go in with your lasers, dude. I highly advise you literally put your you literally put your range boost on this, and you're going to see the full potential. You're going to see the full power of this mobile suit. And I'm not good with it. I'm alright with it, but like I said, I have some pretty good, decent videos with it. When I very first had this mobile suit, I was struggling. I had a hard time trying to figure out the way it worked, the way it moved, and it basically clicked. So what you're supposed to basically do with this mobile suit is go out and use your full, beam guns. Once you're done with your beam guns, throw out your bazooka. When your beam guns are fully recharged, go flight mode. Go freaking dolphin dive these foos. And that's how you're supposed to use this mobile suit. You're supposed to spank. You gotta literally make them look in your eyes, and then you gotta poke them in the eyes with the goddamn big old freaking spear on this. goddamn fighter. You know, this is what this mobile suit is. It's a fighter. You know, like it's a space fighter basically. It is really, really good in water. It is really good in ground. It is really good in space. So, you know, it basically has 3 good criteria areas where it's pretty damn devastating. If you can literally get behind the enemy and literally throw out all your weapons all in the same time, you know, it's pretty damn solid. Now, the speed of this mobile suit is, I don't know, it's pretty damn mediocre. It kind of reminds me of a Rick Diaz type of movement. Like it moves like a Rick Diaz, the way it floats and this and that. I feel like this mobile suit's problem is that it only has one swing. I really want to do some really cool stuff with this mobile suit. And right over here, you know, I literally went to boost mode. I had no idea why I went to boost mode. This was like basically my first game with this. I wasn't sure how this thing was working. And, you know, I was up against a lot of these really, really veteran players, which they did some really good work. Throughout this whole game, there's this guy who's Forte, and he was using his GBO2 MLRS, and at the very end of the game he was able to get really, really good results. So he was basically the only dude in our team who was carrying, and I was trying to do some work. You know, I did basically decent. I was trying to do everything I can to take a lot of these enemies by surprise, but you know, every single time I tried to come in, my teammates would die. Sorry. Kind of yawned right now, but you know, gotta get that good old-fashioned air in this. And you know, when you're using this mobile suit, it's pretty damn goddamn tight underwater. When you're in flight mode, a lot of people don't see it coming when you're literally trying to like goddamn freaking rush them. Right there, I literally rolled for no apparent reason. You know, like, that was really bad on my part, and I'm starting to realize a lot of my mistakes, which is a good type of thing if you're wanting to, you know, watch your own vids and, you know, trying to find a really good flaw and deciding factor, and then you literally smash your face on a water bottle and you're just like, I'm not hydrated enough, you know what I mean? But you know, you gotta keep that mind healthy. You know, you gotta get those water bottles, gotta keep those brain cells active, because you don't want to be losing brain cells, because you know those brain cells, you know, sometimes one brain cell can literally be a big big moment, you know what I mean? But don't listen to me, I'm just kidding about the brain cell type of theory. But anyways, right over here, that's the cool thing about this mobile suit. If you want to teleport to the other side, you can just literally go in flight mode, go on the other side. And you know, a lot of the enemy players have a hard time trying to catch up with this mobile suit because of its really crazy capability. It's a really good mobile suit, and I have no idea why this mobile suit has been called the Methus Heavy. I believe this is going to be the general version. There's probably going to be a raid version or maybe a support version, but I'm not sure. But I'm for certain there might be a support variant, just like the Rick Diaz NZ. Right here I was doing a maneuver, a swiver type of maneuver. It's something I would use in flight combat in, you know, aircraft games, like Ace Combat or something like that. But the maneuver didn't work because my legs were pretty damn busted. I had low HP. I would have been able to continue that maneuver and go to a really good safe spot and attack. But you know, yeah, this was a crazy match right here. One of our team members basically left the match. I'm not sure if he had really bad internet connection. Maybe his mom came in, unplugged his internet, told him, "What the frack are you doing? You left my pot of frijoles burning, son. Why'd you do that to me?" That's what probably happened, and he had to leave the game. You never know. But, if you had another team member, it really matters, the numbers really matter. If you're literally get a negative number in your whole group of guys, then you're gonna basically struggle. Right here I spawned, and I'm trying to figure out where all my team members spawned, but my team members spawned pretty damn freaking far away. Like, I'm just like, what is going on? Why did they spawn at that whole section right there? Now, when you're literally spawning, you are risking your life. And if you see your buddies spawn immediately. If you don't spawn immediately, the whole freaking enemy team is going to whip you to death. So every single time I see one of my team members spawn into a group of enemies, I have to spawn with him. And if I spawn with him, my team member behind me who is waiting in the lobby is supposed to spawn in also. And when there's 3 members in one whole location, you get a slight advantage because of the the frames, the seconds, and the buffs will help you out in specific moments. Now, as I can see, number 3 right here is trying to hold them off, and I was trying to get some damage off. I was trying to do whatever I can. I was doing some damage here and there, but I wasn't sure what number 1 was doing. He basically rushed as a night seeker. Like, come on, you are a night seeker. You're supposed to go behind them, not frontally. Now, when you go frontally with a night seeker, that is not the proper way to use a night seeker. You're supposed to surprise attack, do it real nice, get your goddamn good old fashioned beam saber, and then you play games with their ear. You insert the beam saber in the ear, and that's how it is. And as you can see, you're going to see the results of this game. And this guy Forte, I gotta get. Now, where this mobile suit is really good in is in space. And I swear to God, I was pretty damn surprised. I was surprised in how efficient and effective in space, because when you're in flight mode in space, you last in flight mode a long time, just literally flying around, just blasting your rockets and blasting your beams, and it's amazing. I love it in space. It is absolutely awesome in space. It's pretty damn good in space. It's good in ground, it's good in water, it's good in all specific areas. Now, at this whole specific moment, we were getting, bomb rushed by this jungle guy, which was doing some pretty damn good work. But the thing about the jungle guy, he's a big target, and those guys are basically bullet sponges. But you have to play those guys pretty damn effectively and right. Just jump in at a bad specific moment, you are going to be Swiss cheese. But that's pretty damn thing. That's the thing, And I'm just using this mobile suit to its full capability. Now, what I love about this mobile suit is the beams. Like, it's got dual beam guns, then it's got dual bazookas. Now, that's just like straight out freaking epicness. And another problem with this mobile suit is that it doesn't have like a machine gun or anything. I rarely use my my flash grenade, because I swear to God the flash grenade feels so freaking slow. Like, it feels very, very slow. And every single time I'm trying to throw the flash grenade, you have to choose your moments. You have to go either like a flashbang first, and then you go for the beam, then you go for the bazooka, and you know, after you're done with that, you go with your sexy follow-up, meaning transform mode. Because when you go in transform mode, your beams gets recharged instantaneously, then your rockets get recharged instantaneously, and then you could go in and ram these people. And it's funny, it's very funny, and I swear to God, I don't know how many times I've seen people get rammed into a corner and the Methus is literally in flight mode, just boosting him towards the wall, and I'm just like, what? It's a pretty nice mobile suit. Yeah, it's really, really solid. Very good. It's a very sexy, good-looking, agile, effective mobile suit. Now, what I think about this mobile suit is it's a general, and since it's a general, it's pretty solid. It can dodge roll, and it has flight mode. It doesn't need maneuver armor. Maneuver armor would have made this thing a little bit, too busted. And just using this mobile suit feels pretty damn nice. It's pretty damn effective. Very, very broken. It's a very broken mobile suit. Very broken. I just have to literally say it in a low tone. Very broken. Really broken. How broken? You know that big old puzzle box with all those puzzle pieces? And it just literally, the pieces are all over the place? Yeah, it's pretty broken. But yeah, this thing, you can literally throw your beam shot onto one dude. Literally blast your whole beam shot on one dude, and you take out their health real quick. And it's devastating. Right here, the gel glue. I did not want to fight this gel glue guy. He's experienced. I was trying to stay away from him, but he was mad focused on me. And I was like, oh crap. That's the thing. Using this mobile suit, you can actually get out of really bad engagements with flight mode. And when you're in flight mode, no one can stop this mobile suit in flight mode. You have to shoot your shots really consecutive to literally break its flight mode. Its flight mode is very broken. Weapons that literally, can destroy the flight mode is, like the camphor shotgun. The shotgun, anything that has a shotgun can just like break the flight mode. So if you're in a camphor, use a shotgun, you'll break its flight mode. Pretty damn solid stuff. Little information. Another thing is, you can also use a Bawu. You can use the Bawu's rockets. If you can line the rockets just right, you're able to break this this freaking mode. Now, in this specific moment, I was trying to look around for this enemy infantry. I did not see the enemy infantry anywhere. I was trying to keep an eye out. I wasn't sure where he was at, but he was just mad hitting, and I know for a fact the enemy infantry is going to bomb the base. So right at this specific moment, my team member kind of got in front of my shot right there. I was trying to get the Mark II, who was literally going around, but I was able to literally land the last shot on him, which was really nice. And the enemy opponent basically bombed the base, and we're not sure where this little midget guy is. He's really well hidden. He's hidden somewhere, we are not sure. Now, I gave this mobile suit kind of like a white and green color because I really thought it was really cool. It has nothing to do with any specific anime because I really thought it was pretty solid. I did not want to use the color gold, because every single time I be using the color gold, I get mad targeted every single time. Like nowadays, like every single time I'm just like the goddamn freaking the big old freaking the freaking golden egg of a goose, and people are like, ooh, golden egg, I'm going to shoot it. And basically I did not want to color my mobile suit gold. I want to color it gold. I really want to color a lot of these mobile suits gold, but for purposes, I just hate getting freaking rushed to death. Now, yeah, it's pretty damn solid. Beam guns, you land all 4 like beam guns, all heavy beam guns on one opponent. Sometimes you can literally take out a whole raid's HP like halfway, and it's pretty damn devastating. It's pretty damn wicked. I love this thing. If I had to rate this mobile suit, I'd give it like a 11 out of 10. The reason being is the flight mode. The flight mode is the magic. It's the magic number in this whole type of thing. The flight mode is number 1. It's basically the number 1 flight out of all the mobile suits. I've used the flight mode in the Asmer. I've used the flight mode in the Zeta. I've used the flight mode in what's that, Humbari. I haven't used a lot of the other flight mode mobile suits, but a lot of the flight mode mobile suits that I've seen really don't pack a punch as much as this one does, because you can stall a whole group of enemies. You can just literally you can go freaking ramming speed. And it's just so funny with this, and I love it. I love the whole type of ramming speed type of mentality, and that's how you're supposed to use this mobile suit. Right here, I was able to get that Mark II, and I wanted to go after these guys, but there were 3 guys over here, and we had a really good solid line. I wanted to keep that line. I did not want to lose this line. In flight mode, I wanted to fly out of this whole type of engagement because I was in low HP. I did not have the full power, the full potential. And look at that. That is cool. Look at that ram. I didn't ram him, but it was just like, yo, the flight mode is amazing. You're a fighter, like you're a fighter jet. You're supposed to, pretend you're basically a really dope fighter with this thing. If you want to feel like you're a goddamn freaking an X-wing, you can be an X-wing. If you want to feel like you're a Y-wing, you can be a Y-wing with this thing. It's really nice. I love it. And yeah, I was able to see the whole gameplay of the squadrons, and the squadrons gameplay was pretty damn cool. It was really, really amazing, but I felt like the story was just too short. It wasn't, it didn't amaze me, but it was really cool. I love the whole type of thing. I was able to get right into this guy's thighs and throw some little plasma blaster into his anus. Surprise butt sex with this mobile suit. Every single time we're using this mobile suit, you're gonna be like, oh man, this thing's pretty damn wicked. Now, I'm trying to go after this guy right here, but we had like the bigger numbers right here. He was basically outnumbered. I should have done a downswing, but I wanted my team member to get a little bit more damage for him to just stand there, which is a really good idea. But this is what the problem with this mobile suit is. It's only got 1 swing, and having 1 swing is just you can knock 1 dude down. But if you got 2 swings, you could knock 2 dudes down, or 3. And that's the cool thing about those pretty damn epic mobile suits that have double swings. And it's a general. Like, come on, why doesn't it have a double swing? Like, why does this mobile suit not have a double swing like the Mark III You know, like, I don't know why. I felt like when I pulled the Mark III, I was kind of disappointed. Every single match I've had with that mobile suit is just utter destruction. I just can't stand using the Mark III. The Mark III's, it's really lackluster. It needs some more stuff. Now, this mole suit, it's not lackluster. Reason why is that it's very unique. It's got really nice combination of, specific type of things. And look at that. I was able to blast a big old chunk of health right there off that guy. And throughout this whole engagement, I didn't expect my team members to just get, attacked, but I was able to nab a nice, wonderful kill right there. And this guy right here, that's another way you can literally stop this mobile suit, is boosting towards it. Every single flight mode mobile suit that you see that literally goes in flight mode and tries to attack you, boost it. That's another way, and a specific way. Sometimes you could go for melee, but your melee, it might not even connect. That's the thing about using this mobile suit. But yeah, this thing's 11 out of 10. It's really solid. I love it. Before I was having a hard time. Now I understand it. It's pretty good. Yeah. Right over here, I was trying to go after this Mark II. The Mark II, he wasn't having it. He wanted me, wanted me over. We had a whole group of guys right here that was just holding this whole type of, engagement, which was really good for us. And as you can see, every single time I'm trying to literally throw my flash grenade, but it just doesn't click. It doesn't throw the flash grenade, and it's so annoying. I don't know why, but look at that. Look at how slow that thing is. Now that flash grenade just, I don't know, man, it just doesn't save me. But I really want to, master this. It's really fun. I'm probably going to, focus and try and get better with this, but there are so many other mole suits that I've just been, going ham in. And I love it. I love a lot of these mole suits. They're all amazing. But some are just like, oh my god, you know what I mean? Like some mole suits, you just have to stay in one specific position to, do some work. Like, I'm just like, come on. Now, this mole suit is really good. Very good. It's way too good, especially in flight mode. Flight mode is so goddamn broken. At the specific moment I should have used flight mode. Flight mode would have done really good damage. But this man right here, this asthma guy, he was able to, do some crazy stuff. But I was able to pop him just like the Zero Shiki, where you can literally, throw your beams as quick as possible. And the heat rate is pretty damn good. It's really good heat rate. You can make you could go, shoot every single 5 seconds or 8 seconds, and you just go constantly. You go beams, beams, like non-stop, and it's really good. That's why this thing is really like a solid type of mole suit. And yeah, it's amazing. It's really cool. I love the beams of this mole suit. The beams are just solid, new, and I enjoy it. Every single part of it, pretty damn wicked. As you can see, there's a team member that left the match. I'm not sure, was disappointed, but you shouldn't ever give up. When you give up, you miss out on a victory. You know what I mean? Like, we basically had a really good solid match, but we all lost. If he was still around, we could have had the tides turn. And that was a really good basic score with this thing. Now, the Methus. It is meant for open space maps. Open space is where it dominates. It dominates in open space because it gives you enough room to fly around in fighter mode, and it's so fun. It's very satisfying, the flight mode of this stage right here. Now I spotted this Hayaku Shiki guy right here, and he was a very dangerous target, and I wanted to go after him because I did not want him to go after our support, and it was a good decision. Now at this whole specific moment, you know, like when you're literally in flight mode, you are going to basically annoy the enemies. When you're in flight mode, you need to, you know, take them by the support. Like, you have to take them by the side. You have to dive down on them, or you can literally, you know, boost literally fast towards them, go ramming speed. Now there is a dude right behind me, and I was like, oh crap, you know, like I thought that dude was focused on someone else, but for me having my mind focused on this one guy, it was just really difficult. And as you can see, the Flash was just having a very hard time, and you know, like the Flash just took a little bit too long, and I was like, yo, what the heck? And look at that Methus go, man. He saved his team member. And you know, that was a nice kill on his part. At this whole specific moment, a lot of the team members have a really good solid position, but I feel like number 2 and number 1 are just a little bit far apart from each other. And if they were over there taking cover with the rubble, with the rocks, or you know, the other type of things below, it would have been able to do some really neat damage. Now at this specific moment, I was able to come in to save the day, and I got shot on the side right there, which was a really good, you know, good type of maneuver. And this guy right here, he was basically trying to get me, and I was like, oh no, I'm not having that, sir. You are going to get shot. Now that's what I love about this mobile suit, the flight mode, and that man was able to go heavy. And if you go heavy melee on this thing, it can also work. The cool thing about this mobile suit is getting shot by, you know, weapons with this mobile suit. It takes a long time for it to literally get staggered down, which is pretty damn whack, you know what I mean? But when you're using this thing, you literally go like goddamn freaking spear mode. It's just so awesome. And you know, like, who doesn't want a big ol' humongous gigantic spear coming towards you? You know what I mean? Like, that's really cool. Right here I was able to graze that man's feet, which is really lucky of me. I really got lucky at that specific moment. I literally turned, I saw that man. When I was using this mold, I just felt like a lot of the times when I was using this, I felt like it was just straight on luck, like just straight on luck. And I was like, oh my god. Right there I was able to I was able to blast both of them, which is really good. And I believe the range of the beams should have been a little bit more longer. I felt like it was just, I don't know. It's a really good solid mobile suit. Now right over here, I just wanted to give him a little taste of beam satisfaction. And right at that specific moment, I just want to give him a little, some of those Ronald Donalds type of moments. Where it's just like, oh wow. And there is this Shiki guy who was trying to attack me when I spawned in, which he was in low HP, which it kind of worked in, our favor. And throughout this whole specific mode, I did not want to go out there because there's the GBO4, and the GBO4 it's on Overwatch mode, so it's just basically sniping whatever it can in specific moments. And you just gotta stay away from those GBO4s. Trying to get really nice cover because I did not want to get shot by that GBO4. And I was going up against these whole guys. Now I'm going up against the GBO4 Super Gundam, and one of those guys right there. They were all aiming at me. And that's the thing about this. Look at this mode. I went ramming speed on this man. I literally blasted him into oblivion. And that's the cool thing. Like when you're using this mobile suit, you are going to blast people into oblivion. It's so satisfying. At this moment, the Dresden literally went ham with his crazy axe. And using the axe in space is really nice. And as you can see, I literally went in flight mode. I was trying to get a really good angle, and look at the length of how long it takes for for it to literally dissipate. I'm literally flying around like a goddamn aircraft in this thing. It's really nice. Why did I say aircraft? Spacecraft. Yeah. It's a whole thing right there. And they weren't ready for my thingy, and it's pretty damn good. And it's a really good match, this and that. And see you all later, and take care.